Why is China developing so fast? Before I answer this question, let me ask you something first. Suppose you apply for a job at a company and there are hundreds of candidates. In the end, the person who gets hired has an incredibly impressive resume. The truth is, a large enough pool of competitors will always produce such top-tier talents. You might say it's because the company is outstanding that so many people want to apply, and that doesn't prove my point. Alright, let me put it another way. Which student is better, the top student in a school of 1,000 people or the top student in a school of 10,000 people? Why is China growing so rapidly? There are many reasonable explanations, but I believe the core driving force lies in China's education system. This is a shared feature of the rapid rise of China and many other civilizations. It's not mysterious at all. In fact, it's extremely simple. Hi everyone. I received 21 years of education in China and have lived here for more than 30 years. Unlike overseas Chinese immigrants or those born abroad, I have my own unique perspective on China. As a new creator on YouTube, if you're interested in this topic but not satisfied with my video quality, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I will reply directly, so we can have straightforward communication. In fact, the reason behind China's rapid development is quite clear. Let as many people as possible receive education, then select the most outstanding talents. The key is how to make this happen. If you have enough life experience, you'll find there are three main barriers that stop children from getting education. High tuition fees. High tuition fees directly keep children from poor families out of the competition. Wealthy people only make up a tiny part of the population, and their kids are often not the smartest or the most eager to learn. True geniuses are randomly distributed among all children. China implements 9-year compulsory education with free tuition. It's extremely hard for students to be expelled or drop out voluntarily until they finish the 9th grade. By age 15, truly gifted students have already shown their talent. This ensures bright kids are never abandoned just because of poverty. If a student has to drop out of college due to unaffordable tuition, it quickly goes viral online and draws government attention. After government subsidies, university tuition is about $770 per year. Schools also offer student loans with zero interest during school and around 3% interest after graduation. Almost all students pay off their loans within 2 years after graduation, since total 4-year tuition is only about $3,000. No matter rich or poor, by graduation at 22, you hold a college degree with almost no debt, and your future is full of possibilities. Educational inequality. The wealthy can afford expensive elite schools, which have enough funds to hire top teachers, while ordinary public schools are left with less competitive staff. Elite schools also block poor children from equal competition opportunities. In China, elite schools are strictly restricted and cannot recruit students on a large scale. Most public school teachers are fresh graduates with almost no risk of being fired. If they resign to work at elite schools, they can never return to the public system again. For a lifelong stable career, most teachers refuse elite schools offers even for higher pay. Moreover, the Chinese government believed off-campus tutoring greatly raised family education costs and classified private tutoring institutions as unregulated operations in 2021. This sudden move reshaped China's booming education market. Policies gradually loosened years later, but large tutoring giants had already disappeared. For China, short-term economic gains are not the top priority. Fair college entrance examination system. After 9-year compulsory education, students take the high school entrance exam. Roughly half enter senior high school, and after 3 years of study, they take the National College Entrance Exam, the decisive test for university admission. The exam is treated as a major national event every year, with strict measures to prevent paper leaks and cheating. Almost all students get into university purely based on grades. Wealth, power, and social connections hardly work here. You'll notice many wealthy Chinese students study overseas, and most of them failed the fierce competition in China's college entrance exam. Back in my day, I ranked 4,000th in my province, competing against 640,000 exam takers. Yet my university only ranks around 60 nationwide in China. China has 11 million university graduates in 2025. Top talents are concentrated in the country's top dozens of universities. You have to admit, the best talents from a population of 1.4 billion are incredibly capable. Some join China's leading enterprises directly after graduation. Others pass civil service exams to participate in national governance. Even graduates who don't land top offers still benefit greatly from their education. They enter all walks of life as ordinary workers and still have plenty of chances to achieve business success. This is actually a huge topic. Limited by video length, I can only focus on what I believe is the real core reason: education. If you're interested in this topic, please like and comment down below. I'll consider making follow-up videos. For example, how exactly does education drive China's development? Why does China call itself a modern democratic country under its political system? How can China follow a market economy while identifying as a communist country? What is the real status of capitalists in China?